places, their phone numbers, but you can click on the blue name there, and it gives you what this guy is closed on Mondays. He's on 315 Hale Street in Augusta, Georgia. A lot of times they'll show you what exit they're at. It has the name of the company, the person to talk to, the phone number, the fax number, what the complete trailer cost would be, and this is for truck, trailer, and then the gross you'd have to pay if you had to do your own. Okay? And we do have Petros and travel TAs and stuff like that do a lot of our inspections too. So, alrighty, and then we have commodity code. When you saw that PLRUB plastic rubber, this tells you everything that Landstar hauls is right here. This is the words you're going to find at the back of the last thing of every load you take. This is the description on the IAS 400, and this is an example, like CGAP is consumer goods or appliances. It's appliances like washers, dryers, microwave ovens, furniture, bedding, mattresses. So if you have any idea, don't have an idea what something is, you can always look on here and it'll tell you. One guy told me he was going to print this off and keep it right in the cab of his truck, so he always do. This other one down here now is one I want to tell you about. TONU, truck order not used. It doesn't happen always, but you may get a load and be halfway there to pick it up, or more than halfway there to pick it up, and the agent will call you and say, hey, my customer doesn't want that picked up right now, he doesn't want it delivered, so I'm going to cancel the load. Well, you've already driven so far, and you use fuel, so they will give you a truck order not used pay. It's not what the load is worth, because you don't have the load anymore, but it's going to give you a little bit of money for the fuel. But that's what you would do with your paperwork. You would put your truck number, the trip number you had, and truck order not used, or TONU, and send it in like if you've done the load. All right? Let's see here. We have a fuel tax planner. Now, if you get the permits through Landstar, it's $200 a year, and we pay that up front, and we would do all the filing and reporting of fuel tax. But here's a little planner for you to keep for yourself to keep track of everything where you got it, and everything you need to get. Okay? Sorry, I've got this stupid cold and it's about to kick my butt. Fuel discounts. You can see where the discounts are. The TA and the Petro right now are like 36 cents off. Flying J and Pilot are 25 cents off. Love's is 20 cents off in most places. So, okay, this will tell you so you can look at it and see where you want to get your next fill up on fuel. Truck stop information, state fuel mileage tax. We've got compliance and hazmat. This is stuff you can just read up on as you go. Safety and security info, links. This is where your LCAP or your LCAP comes in. Tells you what the discounts are on. We got fuel, tires, parts and service, hotels. Here's an interesting little tidbit. For sale by owner. If you click on here, you know what you're looking for, you put it in, but if you don't know what you're looking for, you just click on all of it. It'll tell you this guy's got equipment tarps for $750. It tells you all about him here, what his name and number is, and where he's at. So if you're interested in that, you can give him a call and make a deal with him. Here's a 2006 Pinworth for $50,000. You know, so this is where you can buy stuff that other owner-operators have that they want to sell. You can put your stuff on here to sell. We just ask that you keep it to trucking and not make it your couch or your bed. Anything you have to do with trucking, you can put on here for sale by owner. And then you can, like I said, get in here and call if there's something you're interested in having. Okay? Where am I at now? Lost my place. That's the other idea. I lost my place. Here we go. Also, we have a company store if you're interested in getting anything to do with the Landstar logo on it. We have jackets and shirts and hats and pins and mouse pads and baggage and cases, and you name it, we've got it, usually. And you can just go on here, and this is, I'm going to click on here to show you the logo. There's the logo, what it'd look like on your shirt or hat or whatever. So, you know, they're pretty nice looking shirts and stuff. But that's the company store if you're interested in that. Let's see, settings. This is where you'll go when you get on with this, because you'll change your password and modify your profile and all that. And contact us is another way to get a hold of different department. There's another agent directory. Okay, you know the agent is in Texas, so you can put Texas in here. Maybe you don't know what city he's in. So this gives you, there's 344 agents in Texas alone. This gives you their city. This tells you what company they are, the city they're in, their code. Like I said, all of our agents have a 3-letter code, their phone number. Some of them have a website, like this guy here, and all of them usually have an email address. So there's ways to get a hold of them. So, okay, you're looking, you want one in Fort Worth South. You can click on this little box here. And this is going to tell you his code again. He's an Inway company. His code, Fort Worth South, Texas. His address, phone number. N.L. Jones is his name. This is his email. So this tells you what type of freight he hauls. He's got van freight, refrigerated freight, flat freight, specialized. Doesn't have intermodal. Does have power only. Doesn't do expedited. Doesn't do A&E. He's a truckload person. No LTLs. Truck accessible. No. Truck parking. No. Those are the 2 things you want to look for before you would go talk to an agent, unless you know there's a place around him that you can park. But you want to look for truck accessible and truck parking. If they say no, you can't take your truck in there. If they say yes, then you got it made in the shade. Okay, but that works for every state you want. If you have a 3-letter code, you could do put the terminal code in here. Let's see, I think it's Salt Lake City. Yeah, and this will give you the one in Salt Lake City. He doesn't have any of this stuff listed. A lot of them don't. But this gives you he's got all these codes here, so any one of these would be him. It says Murray, Utah. Must be right outside Salt Lake. His name is Pat Sprinkovich. And that tells you all about that terminal. So you can always look it up by the terminal code, by the state, by the city, any way you want to do that. Okay? But that's another way to find our agents. Department directory, you can go there for the different departments. BCO field rep, orientation center directory. This will tell you where all the orientation sites are. And you click on one, it's going to show you, their address and phone numbers and hours and how to get there and all that good stuff. Okay? So, and we also have, let's see here, Linda, sorry. You can also, cabs, you will have to take cabs when I think it's when you've been on 90 days. Cabs is called continued, where's it at? I know I got it. Continued awareness of business and safety. And after after 90 days, you'll have to do, you'll have to do that, and you'll be paid, I think it's $250 to do it. You only have to do it the one time, and it's just after 90 days. Then if you want to send a message to Landstar, here you go. You click right on here and send us a message anytime you want. We won't get it till the next morning, but, I mean, if it's over here that night, but that's where you go for there. Okay? So now, let's go back here. I think I've talked about everything I need to talk about. If you have any questions, does anybody have questions about anything we went over? No? Yeah? Does anybody listening to me?
Yep. Just too many information now. Is it necessary? Why Landstar like require hazmat? Like if I have choice like between like load with hazmat or no?
You have to have hazmat, yes.
But I don't understand this
You
policy
don't have
because
to haul it if you don't want to.
yeah, but
Being you have to have it, okay? The reason you have to have it is because you might be looking, because we don't dispatch you. You dispatch yourself. So you're looking at the board and you see this load that's only going about 100 miles, and it's a hazmat load. But hey, it's not that far away. I could take that load and nobody would ever be the wiser. Well, they are wiser because you get in an accident or something happens and you